Hi guys, and welcome to this video. I'm Ellen and I'm going to talk about the movies that I watched in March. There are not a lot of movies. I only watched 4 movies. There weren't a lot that came out in the month of March that I really wanted to see. As always, I'm going to start with the movies that I rewatched, and then we'll go into some statistics about the movies, and then we will talk more in depth about the movies that I watched. So the movies that I rewatched, again, not a lot there either. I watched the Jonas Brothers concert, A Star is Born, The Notebook, Perks of Being a Wallflower, The Spy Who Dumped Me, and The King's Speech. Okay, so now some statistics. I usually don't do a lot of statistics for movies like I do with books, which by the way, also check out my reading wrap-up. So out of the 4 movies I watched, 2 of them were fantasy, 1 was romance, and 1 was sci-fi. 2 were rated PG. Oh, I can't remember if they were G or PG, but I feel like they were PG. And then I watched 2 PG-13 movies. The longest movie that I watched was 122 minutes, and the shortest movie that I watched was 104 minutes. So total, I watched only 454 minutes, which kind of averages to like 14 minutes a day. The star ratings for the movies are very good. I gave 2 4 stars, 1 4.5, and then 1 5 star. So the average rating for the stars was 4.3, which is a very good average rating, so I'm happy about that. So even though there wasn't a lot of quantity, there was a lot of quality in the movies that I watched. Usually for the past like 2 months, I've been talking about the movies in order of star rating, from least liked to most liked. I kind of haven't been liking that, so I'm going to go back to what I was doing before, which is just talking about the movies in the order that I watched them. So, first movie that I watched was How to Train Your Dragon 3: A Hidden World. I loved this movie. I really do love this franchise and this series. This was the final movie in the series, and this series follows at first a bunch of a community of people that resemble Vikings, and they're dragon hunters, and they kill dragons, but then eventually they learn to respect dragons and become dragon riders. The other 2 have been more about like the main character Hiccup like finding himself, and his relationship with these dragons helps, but now we're following more of like, I don't know, storyline of like acceptance, or no, we follow more like letting go and moving on, and we really see Hiccup as a leader in this movie, because he really has to make a decision for his people, because there's not enough room on their island for all of them and all the dragons that they rescue. Also, there's still a lot of dragon hunters out there and a lot of dragon killers, and they know exactly where to go to kill some dragons, and it's where they live, because that's where they're keeping all the dragons, pretty much. Really, truly great end to the series. I thought they did a fantastic job with this one. The CGI, as always, is incredible. When they showed the hidden world, my jaw dropped. I lost my breath for a second. It was so stunning, so beautiful. I did cry with this one. It's a very emotional and heartbreaking story, because like I said before, it follows, you know, like letting go and moving on and just like accepting change, which are definitely some things in my life that I find very difficult to handle. And so watching it play out on screen, I was like, oh, no, don't let go. No changes. I really thought the story was well put together, and like I said, a truly phenomenal end to the series. I definitely think children will like it, and I think adults will get a kick out of it too, so really loved it. 5 out of 5 stars. The next movie I watched is Aleta: Battle Angel, and I loved this. This is a sci-fi adult, young adult, I'm not quite sure what to call this, but it was so fun. This is a, I don't know what to describe this world, not apocalyptic world. It's almost like the apocalypse already happened and this is the aftermath. And there's the above land and the below land. That's not what they were called. But the below land is where we are. It's like where the poor people, I guess, in a sense, are. And then the above are like the elite rich people. And there's a lot of robots, so there's a lot of CGI. And some people are like half human, half cyborg. It's very interesting. I don't even know how to describe this movie. I'm like trying so hard. But we mainly follow Aleta, who was found in a scrapyard and was re-put together, and she is like pretty much full robot. She ends up realizing she's a lot stronger than most people, and she just really wants to find out about this world because she has woken up and like knows nothing. She's lost her memories. I am doing a terrible job. I feel like I'm going all over the place with this description, and also no description is going to do this movie justice, but this was so fun. This was a really cool movie. I liked it a lot. There's a lot of action, a lot of fight scenes that looked amazing, because of course it's like cyborgs and robots fighting each other, and there's like humans that they're fighting too, and it's so well done, and so like adrenaline pumping. Like, it's great. Another movie where the CGI is really great. I've watched a lot of CGI movies. There's a lot of world building, which is why I think this movie was very long, because there was a lot of explanation that had to go into this world and this storyline and the plot. Like, it took a long time to get into as well, just because I was confused a lot, because I was like, wait, what? Like, the world was just so different, and just trying to learn about it took a long time, as well as just the movie just felt very long in general. But that doesn't mean I didn't have a fun time watching it. I still enjoyed it. It just took a while to get into. Ooh, my favorite scene. Now that I realize it's going to be a huge spoiler, so just a spoiler warning, I guess. But it's, the actor I don't remember his character's name, but the actor, Marshala Ali. How do you say his name? I gotta learn how to say his name. I tend to watch a lot of movies with him in it, and I like him a lot. But his death scene was one of the funniest death scenes I have ever watched. So I give this movie 4 out of 5 stars. The next movie I watched was 5 Feet Apart. This is a young adult romance, very sad romance movie about two kids who have cystic fibrosis, and one of them is very like OCD and organized and like really wants to fight for her life. The other one just doesn't really care anymore. They meet, they have like this connection, and they end up helping each other in different ways. And yeah, it's like your typical teen romance story. I thought it was done very well, and usually with these movies I can see the ending coming. I didn't know what to expect with the ending, and so when the ending happened, oh my god, the last 30 minutes I was just ugly crying. It really like punches you in the gut with so many emotions. I felt the acting was also really good with this movie. The nurse was definitely my favorite character. She kind of helped bring some light and humor to the very sad story. I usually do typically like these types of movies, the like beautiful tragic love stories. But yeah, no, so I obviously thought this one was very well done. Loved it a lot. 4.5 out of 5 stars. And the last movie that I watched this month is Dumbo, which I know a lot of people didn't like, but I liked it. I didn't love it, but I liked it. And I just don't understand why so many people are hating on it so much. I thought the CGI was beautiful, especially the elephant. The elephant was so cute. The production design was absolutely stunning. It looked so beautiful and very circus-like, which I enjoyed. Ava Green was fantastic. Danny DeVito was fantastic. The other actors, I don't think they were that great, and I don't think their characters were that great. I do think the ending wrapped up a little too quickly. The ending just felt very like commercial-like, and this is like in a time period where I don't think there was TV or commercials. Was there? Now I'm trying to think of when this took place, because maybe there was. I don't know, just the whole commercial-like of the ending just felt very disjointed from how the rest of the movie was. And as much as I did enjoy the story and I had a fun time with it, I still think it was lacking something, and I'm not sure what, but there was just something missing from the story. Overall, I enjoyed it a lot more than most people seem to. So I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. that is it. Yeah, not a lot of movies, not a whole lot to say about the movies. This is like probably my shortest movie wrap up I've had. Go check out my book wrap up. It is super long because I read, spoiler alert, I read 14 books. Maybe that's why I didn't watch as many movies, I don't know. But yeah, definitely go check that out. I also have my life wrap up if you want to check that out as well. And yeah, I hope you like this video, and I will see you guys later with more videos. Bye!